Big Gang, your mind, Blue, your mind, or any of the listeners out there that, if anything resonates with you, please let us know. Don't be afraid to let give your opinion. So number one of signs that you're in a bad relationship. Your partner is attentive when you're alone together, but ignores you in public.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And it goes on to say, if you don't get an introduction when bumping into your partner's acquaintances at social events or even on the street, your significant other may not think of your relationship as something permanent. Sometimes a missed introduction is simply due to forgetting a name or nervousness, but if your partner neglects to introduce you regularly, you may want to reconsider the status in his or her life.
Yeah, you might want to bring that up at pillow time and just ask like,
like, hey, I just noticed earlier. What was that about?
Yeah, I was standing next to you and your friends look at me like I'm the side girlfriend or something like that. What's going on?
Number two is your partner constantly criticizes you. If your partner is always pointing out your weaknesses, puts you down, or bullies you into changing, they're attempting to make you something that you're not. This form of behavior usually comes from people who are looking for an unattainable ideal. What do you think of that? Do you think that they're looking for something that they'll never get?
I think sometimes it's that person himself is lacking things. So maybe they try to belittle you, or maybe because of their own flaws.
Yeah, I think a lot of times.
Shortcomings.
I think a lot of times when people are highly critical, they're pointing out things in themselves or things that they see in themselves, and they're like reflecting it back.
But some of it I do think is legitimate.
I was in a relationship with a Baptist preacher's daughter who was also an opera singer, and she was from the South. And when I was dating her, it was like, she could be a punk here and there, but when I became sick, it was almost like she was jealous of my disease because all the attention she craved was going towards my disease. And it was like I'd be practically bedridden, and she'd be on the phone like, I'm not going to be put on the back burner. You come out here and see me. And then she criticized me all the time about how I was walking too slow. Because I was on 2 handsful of drugs. I had a horrible doctor when I first got out. And I was on 2 handfuls of drugs every day. And she was criticizing me for walking too slow. And she was criticizing me for everything. But when you're weak, you feel guilty. And so you kind of almost believe it. And so I confronted her 2 years later. No, 3 years later. And I said to her, I just said, you treated me like garbage when I stopped dating you, when I used to date you. And she came at me rubbing her success in my face. Like, oh, I'm successful and da-da-da. I said, yeah, you owe your success to your father leeching off of poor people with a collection plate.
Oh. Pass the offering.
And then I said to her.
I think that hurt the friendship.
And then I said to her, if you were on the pills I was on, you'd be fat as a house and not singing opera. Like, I really.
Yeah. I think that definitely. I don't know. I think you sealed the deal with that.
That's what I was trying to do, though.
Yeah. You wanted the friendship to end, huh?
Yeah.
Oh man, but you wanted to get your digs in before.
Yeah, I did.
All right. Number 3, your partner holds the proverbial dangling carrot. Bargaining is not the same as compromising in a relationship. If your partner refuses to commit unless you get a higher paying job, lose 20 pounds, or cut all ties with your friends, understand that you will be making all the sacrifices in the relationship. Manipulative behavior does not lead to loving and respectful unions. I agree with that one.
Yeah, I agree too.
Definitely.
Number 4, you have to argue with your partner to get them to spend time with you. That's like different personalities. Like there's always going to be, one that wants to cling more and the other one that wants to like have more space. But I think you just have to have common ground. You need to find a common ground there. I mean, what do you think, Big Game?
It depends what the time spending is about. If you want your boyfriend or significant other to go to the opera, and that person can't stand the opera, then there's got to be a compromise. It's a two-way street. So you just can't be mad because the person doesn't want to do something with you. You gotta, there's got to be a compromise. You guys got to meet in the middle. everything in a relationship should be a two-way street. You can't just get what you want. So the person who's might be complaining of the other person not, lack of spending time, again, I think they should look at themselves. Otherwise, why are you with the person?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's saying something that, maybe they are ready to move on. Yeah. I'm going to run over 5 and 6 because I think they kind of go without saying. Your partner avoids having their picture taken with you. I think that's pretty bad. I think
that's lousy.
Yeah, I don't think you need to talk about that.
I know a kid who was a mad womanizer on his Facebook profile. In his picture, he was with another woman, not his wife. Yeah, right?
Yeah. And what was he, like, how was he posing with the woman, though?
It was definitely, like, it wasn't obvious, but because anybody who knows him knows that he was probably doing something with her.
I think some people, and I think more often women, there's something about them that likes that type of drama. But that's a whole another story, man.
Yeah. Number 6, your partner keeps his or her family and friends separate from you. I think that goes without saying. If you're ashamed to introduce your significant other to your family members and friends, it's just a red.
They might be ashamed of the family, though.
That's definitely that definitely could be the case too.
You're right. Okay, I didn't think about that.
But it is a red flag if he does like his family but he doesn't want to introduce you to the family. Man, that's a message.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Message. Number 7, I think, is a biggie. When your partner neglects to help you when you're in trouble. This is a true test of love. If your partner doesn't offer to help you when you're truly needed, it's time to throw in the towel. This doesn't mean they should fund your addictions or pay your rent when you drain your bank account of the latest gadget, but when life throws you a curveball and turns things upside down, a person who truly loves you will offer support without hesitation, of course. Mm-hmm. This is not their responsibility to get you out of the mess, but they should at least be there during the difficult time. Yeah, I think that's a given. I mean, if they're just there for the good times and then all of a sudden things get hairy and then they're out, and, that just shows what kind of friendship you guys really had. Number 8, your partner compares you with the next. That's the relationship's done before it starts.
Yeah,
let's just keep moving on with that one.
Keep that to yourself, man. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't talk about your ex around me. Yeah, like, okay, you know what? You want to explain something, and then you say, okay, I'm different. That should be it.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna keep bringing up the ex, then you know what? Why don't you get back with them?
That's a big one for me.
They're an ex for a reason.
It wouldn't even be another date after that.
Yeah, they're an ex for a reason. And there's a reason why they're an ex. So let's not keep bringing them up.
And there's a reason why they're talking about them. They might not.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I know.
It depends, though. Some girls will just talk about it just to make you jealous so they can play games with your heads, too. They might not even care about the ex.
Oh, man, I don't got time for that either, man.
So, number 9, your friends and family dislike your partner. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I got to this girl I used to date was always talking about how tough her ex-boyfriend was. And then one day I pulled up and I was letting people cross the street, and this kid started slowing down and grabbing his crotch and making a face at me. So I turned the wheel and I let go of the brake and acted like I was going to run him over.
Yeah.
And the kid ran onto the curb looking scared, and she's freaking out. And I said, I thought you liked tough guys.
Was that the last date?
No, it wasn't. Unfortunately, no, it wasn't the last date.
Oh, man. Number 10, your partner is verbally or physically abusive, going back to how we started talking about this Jared Remy. And, anytime that you feel the need to put up with physical abuse or verbal abuse, real abuse, like someone trying to control how you think and feel, and then punishing you physically for being different, that's not right.
No,
that's not right. Get out of that.
Never.
Run.
And for some reason, that's a touchy subject. I think a lot of women get trapped, whether it's emotionally, psychologically. They might not want to stay, but that's a touchy subject.
But look, if you're getting to know this person, you're getting into the you're in a relationship phase. Let's say 3 to 6 months in, and then he just he or she just flips and she throws something at you or he hits you, and they say they're sorry, they just lost it. that's not a good look. That's not a good place to be.
That's not
And you need to move on from that relationship.
I would like to think that person could move on and safely move on without being threatened or any repercussions.
Absolutely. And like I said, like I said earlier, if you have anything to say about the stuff that we're talking about right now, 857-366-5444. And when we come back, we're going to be going into Detroit and the situation happening there and what they could do to fix the situation. So you're listening to Minority Men Show. We'll be back.
Called you hot girl, sweet thing, and gold digger. I called you chicken head and shouty or hated thickums. I've been disrespecting you with the same old lame excuse that I've been talking this way for so long, girl. But that don't make it right to call you dime piece, my jump off, or my baby mama. I called you the B word, the H word, or anything else I wanna. And the sad reality is you don't hear this just from me. It's everywhere you go all day long, girl. And that's just wrong, girl. So from now on, I'll only call you beautiful. Beautiful from head to toe, you are, yeah. Beautiful. That's the best of my hands of God, yeah. Beautiful. Even though your life gets hard, it's as long as it lets you know what you are. Girl, you are a princess, a goddess, and flesh of my flesh. You're majestic, precious, the best of the best. The Lord created you, 'cause he looked at men and knew that we could never make it on our own, girl. And I thank God each day for making you so soft, so sweet, like a fresh strawberry. I wanna bite you, squeeze you. Your love is necessary for me to be great as I am. I need you in my corner, and I'm gonna make sure you know that you're my treasure. And I'm so much better. So from now on, I'll only call you beautiful. Beautiful from head to toe, you are so beautiful. That's the best of my hands of God, yeah. You're such a beautiful. Even though your life gets hard, it's as long as it lets you know what you are. I apologize for the mistakes of silly guys who don't know a woman's worth at all. They treat you like those girls they see on videos and magazines, but that's not really who you are. And this might be news to you, but it's true, you're beautiful. From head to toe, you are. You're so beautiful. That's the best. Yeah, yeah. And I wanna let you know that even though it's hard, this is a song I wrote for you. And I wanna let you know, baby. From head to toe, yeah. That's the best of my hands. You were made by the hands of God, baby. Even though your life 'cause God don't make no mess. You've been blessed by the best, baby. So beautiful.
Welcome back to the Minority Men Show. We are replenished now. We have a full